Did you see the inflation-related headlines yet? Yes, inflation has been hotter than expected in March, following the trend that we've seen in the past few months, with just 3 sectors leading the price increases, which are energy, car insurance, and shelter. Those 3 components are responsible for 95% of the price increase in the month of March. While annual inflation remains much lower than the highs we've seen in 2022, these higher inflation readings can definitely delay the Fed's timing for rate cuts this year, especially when we take into account that the monthly inflation readings from last year being replaced are going to be lower from this point moving forward, making it harder to reach the Fed's goal. Energy and auto insurance are probably outside of what the Fed can effectively manipulate through monetary policy, so all we can hope for is that shelter costs, which are currently based on the Bureau of Labor and Statistics trending well behind what we're seeing in real-time reporting, will catch up and give us some reprieve. I think it's very possible that we're still going to see those rate cuts coming later this year. And the reason for that is the double mandate. The Fed wants to both keep inflation under control, but it also wants to keep unemployment low. Right now, we're at about 3.8% unemployment. That's down from 3.9% in February. But we're pretty close to the upper limit that will be tolerated by the Fed at around 4.1, 4.2%. I think that if we hit that number, we're going to see the Fed cutting rates regardless of inflation readings. The reason I think we're going to hit those numbers is that the employment market is showing weaknesses that are not directly influencing the headline numbers. We're seeing more loss in the full-time jobs and more gains in part-time jobs. Many of those jobs are being taken by people who just cannot afford to live with just one salary. So while we're seeing those jobs, those part-time jobs being added, some of them are being held by one single person. So they're not really reducing unemployment, they're just helping some people make ends meet. Most of the job gains are also in the sector of 16 to 24-year-olds and 55-year-old plus. So first of all, we're seeing a lot more people who are supposed to be in retirement going back into the labor force, taking up a part-time job because they cannot afford to live without it. All you have to do is go to your local grocery store or Home Depot and look at who is collecting the carts in the parking lot. It used to be high school and college students, now they're mostly senior citizens. The younger people, 16 to 24-year-old, are also more likely to hold 2 part-time jobs. The index of businesses planning to hire workers has decreased by another 1 full percentage to just 11%. The index of the risk of losing your job has increased from 14.5% to 15.7%. That's a 1.2% increase, the highest since September of 2020, while the index of the chances of finding a new job has decreased to its lowest level since April of 2021. Like, share, and follow for more content like this.